I feel like sijakuona in like so long.
It's been a while. Yeah.
How have you been? How's 2026?
So at the beginning of this year,
Yeah.
I started a project. Basically, East Africa's first international football academy.
Dude, you do a lot of big stuff, man.
Really?
Yeah, man. You're one of those people who like a big project doesn't scare you. East Africa's what?
So you know that I'm in football.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, but before we get to the project, just how's the year been just in
Oh,
general?
in general,
Yeah.
it's been hectic, but a good hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every day is like this.
Walk.
Extreme highs,
Uh-huh.
sometimes lows. Yeah.
You have some lows?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Everybody has lows.
Okay. Okay.
And you, how's the year been for you?
The day has been good, pretty smooth.
Yeah.
I need to get a few things off as the year goes, but we'll see how it pans out.
And this year is when you started this.
No, I did it before, but I had problems with sound.
Oh yes, I remember. Yes, that's
Yeah. At
we
Laugh by yeah.
Okay.
So I said, let me bring it back this year
Okay.
because I feel like we have so many good comics. People are very interesting different lives. Maybe document what everyone has going on.
Sure.
Today it's your turn. Karibu Comic Diaries. We have yours truly, KK.
Yeah. Hi.
How do you say both your names?
Both like my real names.
The KK is the acronym.
Kimathi.
Uh-huh.
Kimathi is my first name. Kaumbuth.
You don't have an English name?
No, actually.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. My parents.
Your parents were
they
very
like
traditional like that.
Yeah.
Tell me about your childhood, Kiasi. How was like your experiences just as a budding young
My
kid?
childhood is like therapy now.
No, really.
So
You don't have to say the things that were like. Just say the happy stuff
you
if
don't
you
want to hear
want.
the dark things.
Well,
You don't want to hear my dark past.
I have a feeling it wasn't that dark, was
Where
it?
do I start?
Yeah.
How does one? I grew up in Nairobi since I was, I've always grown up in Nairobi. And my mother and my father are both very academic.
Yeah.
My father is an engineer.
Yeah.
He has a PhD in engineering. My
I feel like you
mother-
should project some more.
And he projects some more.
Yeah.
Okay. My
Yeah.
father has a PhD in engineering. My mother is a doctor. So we grew up with two parents who were just very hardworking. And we grew up here in Nairobi, and because they were very hardworking, my brother and I, we only have one brother.
Yeah.
We had a lot of time to ourselves. And that time to ourselves, I think many of the things that we were doing were competing with each other because we're close in age. And I think
He's older.
he's older, by 2 years. So I think him and I were always competing for my parents' love, in a sense. I think looking back on it now, that's how I experienced it. I don't know if he experienced it like that all the time, but we were just very competitive because we're two boys and we're the only two boys, and then we're close in age. So everything he does, I do. I just follow him.
For your parents' attention or love? Maybe attention, no?
Yeah, both. I would
Okay.
say both. Because of course, as a kid, you experience love as presence,
Yeah.
right? So if a parent is more present, then you assume perhaps they love you more. When they're more absent, then you assume, okay,
They're
don't care.
distant. Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care
Oh,
about
that's how you read when your parents are like working so much. You're not like, okay, they'll provide us with a certain kind of life. They will be comfortable. That's not how a kid processes it.
When you're 7 years old, are you thinking,
Yeah.
my dad has to be away for his work? You don't even know what he does. You don't.
Yeah,
you
you
have no context.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just like, okay, my dad doesn't want to be with me right now. Maybe he has, more important things to do. Translation, I'm not as important as those things.
Ah, so you felt like maybe there was a void there. You needed maybe someone to be there around at the home.
I think that's how it manifested for me, at least initially. And so, I think I was just trying to do, how I grew up is I was trying to do things that would get the attention of my parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you get to the part where you started doing sports?
So when I was 7,
Yeah.
we used to watch a lot of football. My dad, my bro, and myself, we used to watch a lot of football. And I noticed that both of them, we all loved football. And if I played football, I thought that would be something remarkable.
Like you scored a hat trick, someone will come and watch.
Yes.
You're the captain.
But even more so, when I started playing football, I started to get some of the things I felt like I didn't get from my regular life or like my life at home.
Some kind of
Love,
fulfillment.
affection from people around me, like family almost. Yeah. I just felt like that was where I get my family from.
Yeah.
Because no matter how, the way football is, no matter where you come from, whatever, if you can play football, you can play football. People will accept you.
It's based on merit.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you're good at, you be good at kicking the ball, and that's all that counts.
Yeah, it's like a language that, it's a language of its own, basically. If I can play, you can play. Now we're suddenly like friends in a sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now that started for me around 7. My dad used to take us on Sundays. He used to take us to our school, and we used to play just with like the community kids. Like it was just very disorganized. He's not a coach, so he was just like, you guys go play, and then at the end he would buy us some sweets and things. And that was like what we used to love doing. And then I started playing in school. Playing in school.
Did you like, were you naturally gifted, like you were like athletic? How much did you have to get good?
I think I had some gifts in the sense that I was well coordinated from a young age.
Really?
Yeah. So the technical aspects of the game, like passing, receiving, all of that, I was quite good at that from a young age. I don't know where that came from, to be honest. Maybe it's just starting young.
You were composed on the ball, something that would matter, like?
Yeah, but when you're a kid, it's not really being composed on the ball. It's just, can you use your right foot well? Can you position it? You can use your left foot. Can you
position yourself to receive the ball and give a pass, distribute, something like that?
Exactly.
Okay, so now you've started playing football. You're training. You're running a lot. You're morphing into like an athlete of sorts, isn't you?
Kind of. That came maybe a bit later when I was. So what happened was when I was 9, no, maybe 8. I asked my dad, "Hey, can we join an academy?" At that time, the only academy that was in Nairobi was Ligindogo. Well, at least the only one we knew.
I think it's really the only one to this day that most people know.
Yeah, probably everybody knows Ligindogo.
Where is it?
So along Gong Road.
Oh, okay.
So joined Ligindogo, and that was an experience because it's different from school.
So Ligindogo, how do you know about Ligindogo?
My dad.
He knew about it. He did some research and he was like, I
think he just knew.
Okay.
Like he moves around a lot. He sees the place.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was like, maybe we can take you there. So he starts taking us there, and we start training like 3 times per week at the academy, and then twice per week in school. So we're just very active in football.
Yeah. Both you and your brother.
Both my brother and I. He was a goalkeeper.
Why did you feel the need to add that bit of detail?
Just so
why?
So you know the context.
You still being okay. It's not you being competitive. Okay.
No.
So he was a goalkeeper. You playing? Okay. So at some point you get yourself to the US. You're playing in the US.
Hey, that's another journey of its own.
How did that happen?
Tell you how that happened. So I'm playing in Ligindogo, and Ligindogo is exposing me to other good players. So naturally, if you're a good player and you're around other good players, you become better as well.
You just skill against some of the best.
Yes. So now when I'm 12, 13, at that, it's the same challenge you have with many academies in Kenya. At 12, 13, most guys go to boarding schools, they go to high school, so they're not able to focus on football as much. Not the way you are in primary school.
There's a thing with balancing school and sport.
Yes.
Okay.
Which doesn't exist here because of the school system.
We'll talk about that with your academy, how you manage that.
But now because of that, there were less players in my age group at Ligindogo. So it wasn't as competitive anymore.
People had to go to school.
People were going to school, even I was going to school.
But how did you manage it?
So I stopped going to Ligindogo. Yeah, I moved to, so in Kahawa West, there's an academy that was there called, maybe it's still there, MISA. You know
MISA, I've heard of MISA.
Sports Association.
Yes.
So at that time, they had zoned different places of even the whole country actually at one point. And then there were teams in each zone. And then all of those teams would compete in a league. And then if you win your league, you're invited for regionals, national, like that. Yeah, so it's a very good system. It doesn't exist now, but I think it was a decent system for the time. And it was
So the system was they've mapped out a few spots for people to play football across the country.
basically, if you're in Kahawa West, for example,
Yeah.
there'll be like 7 other teams that are all MISA teams, but you all have your individual kits. They set up the league, basically. So it's just a league that you compete in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know who was funding this? Who's creating the structure behind this?
yeah, there's a guy called Bob Monroe.
Bob Monroe.
Yeah, he's
White
he's
guy.
a Kenyan legend. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But he passed away last year.
R.I.P.
RIP to him,
yeah.
But he was fundamental in especially grassroots. Like many people in football who are my age, they've passed through that MISA
Okay.
in
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was interesting for me because I was okay. We used to call them Barbies. I'm sure
Yeah, he
you're
was a cool
familiar with
kid.
that term.
Alikuwa Bombay.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
So I was going to
You
school.
know, I love your joke where you said, "My parents work hard. What do you want from me?" It's such a real, honest thing. Anyway, go ahead.
Which joke, right?
There's a joke you say where, like, yes, I don't know how you structure the joke. I forget. I'm butchering the joke. How you just maybe say like, "Hey, I come from the whatever background it come from. I cannot change that."
Yeah. Which was hard for me.
What would you mean?
hard.
What was hard?
It's hard for people who have, especially in our country.
Mm-hmm.
This is something maybe people don't speak about. There's a lot of shame sometimes toward, maybe it's guilt as well, towards having, because there's so many people who don't have in our country.
Ah, okay, interesting.
So-
So there's a kind of guilt you carry. I think that's because you're too conscious. No, not conscious, like you're very aware. Some people are just like, fuck it. But you have
that's how
some sort of empathy.
I've learned to accept that side of myself as this is my journey, this is me.
Yes.
Yeah, but that has come with time. But I still meet a lot of people who, like, even when you go to a comedy place and you ask, okay, so who here is rich?
Yeah.
How many people are going to be like, yeah, I'm rich, even though they know.
Even though they know they
In
probably don't.
comparison,
Yeah,
they're
they're doing well.
probably- they're doing
You're
well.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
So sometimes people like to feign the fact that they come from like
A good background.
yeah,
or
people
from-
like to hide that, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
people don't talk
Okay,
about
interesting.
that much. So I was going to school, of course, with Westie kids,
Yeah.
Bombay kids as
Ma
well.
Bombay.
But I was playing football in Kahawa West, so it was like a
So the Bombays are like, Keke, what the fuck do you have going on in Kahawa? What I could do? Yeah, but anyway,
But that was where the good football was.
really.
That's the thing. So
And
I
you wanted that. You were drawn to it. You're like, let's not chase the ball.
mean, I just wanted to go to a place that was competitive, that was consistent.
And at that age, are you looking around like, yeah, I'm a bit privileged. I have it a lot better than.
I wonder what I was thinking. I was thinking of just like, let me be accepted, you know. And the only way I know how to be accepted was through the language I speak, which was football.
Is there part of that in you to this day? Are there things you do just to be like,
To be accepted.
maybe unconsciously or
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there is. But,
Probably, yeah.
But there's definitely things that I do to try and make other people feel accepted. Because I notice when somebody looks as if they're uncomfortable or not.
you can
accepted.
pick up on that?
Yeah, because that's how I used to be. Yeah. So I try to, even with the game nights we used to do,
Yeah.
that was the whole goal.
What was the goal?
Is to try and make people who feel isolated, who feel alone, to feel like, hey, you belong here, you.
Yeah, some
That's
sort of
what,
belonging.
That's what football does, basically.
Yeah, but you feel like you've always lacked that. You didn't feel some kind of warmth, like some kind of belonging.
So usually in life, you usually gravitate towards the things that you lacked as
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you lacked, I don't know, money, most times when you get older, what you're going to be looking for is
Money.
Yeah. Because you know, and you have a certain feeling towards people who don't have money, because you know how it feels to be them.
Some kind of empathy a little bit.
It can go both ways.
It can go both ways, you're right?
Yeah.
It can go both ways. Yeah,
It
yeah,
can
yeah.
go like, I don't want to experience
And
that. I don't
nothing
want
to
to
do.
see you.
Yes,
you know,
it's a
because-
part of my history. I just want to compartmentalize and just know.
Yeah. Or you feel that sense of, I understand where you came from. I want to help you.
That's the political class in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Like I used to be poor, but fuck you guys. You guys can die for like I'll pass legislation to make sure you don't get better. Anyway, so you're saying you keep playing
So what
in
happened?
Kahawa.
Yeah, so I'm playing, but there's no. Kenya, we don't have that structure of
There's a
academies
ceiling.
or there's no place you go that you can continue to develop and pursue real football opportunities.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist. It didn't exist at that time. And so my family did a lot of research, finding places that I can go. I wanted to play for Arsenal. So of
Yeah.
course let me just go to Arsenal. And
Yeah.
maybe, in fact, there's a time I sent an email to the team.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Of course they didn't reply. But I tried, like I
What
was
the
trying
fuck,
everything.
Arsenal? You know we love you over here. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? The kid is playing football in Kahawa. You don't want to. Anyway.
No, they had no right to reply, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
So we find an academy in the US.
Yeah.
And it's a big decision for my family, because at that point I'm 15 years old.
Who's doing this research? Your dad?
My dad and mom,
Yeah.
both of them. Yeah. And I guess from their perspective, they're saying like, if we don't help this guy, then what is going to become of him?
Because you're really like, I want football. It's like you're really communicating in the most stark way that this is my thing.
No, I was obsessed. In fact, I think it was borderline unhealthy.
Really?
Like, it's just like an obsession of that's all I think about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I was bad in school. I was quite good in school.
Mm-hmm.
But the school was to facilitate the football.
I'm good in school, so I can play football.
Yes. So I do good at school, give that to my parents and say, okay, now because I'm good at school, you take me to
do this.
to play football, basically.
Good deal. Yeah, you're cutting deals at 15 anyway, huh?
Yeah, so I felt like they felt like they needed to support me. And so we found this academy. And 15 years of age, I go for a trial, like a 2-week trial at that academy. They end up liking me.
Where is it?
It's in Florida.
Okay.
In Florida in the US, yeah. So they end up liking me. And
You're 15.
I'm 15.
You're having to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So my family was supporting me through that period. So I go, they agree something with my family, say, okay, he can stay.
Mm-hmm.
So I go there, my family comes back here.
And
so
you stay?
Yeah, I'm just there.
What was the results of your trial? Were you good?
I was good, but what I didn't realize is I was good for the people who were also in the trial. But then they had the actual teams. When I went back now to actually play, like for the school year, to do it as part of the academy now.
Yeah. Now when the rubber meets the road.
Yeah, now I saw the guys who they train, and I saw the level that they were at, and I was far off that level.
Really?
Yeah, you have a thought that people in the US can't play football or soccer, but then the reality on the ground is they have one of the biggest populations in the world in one area, and they have the biggest population of youth soccer players simply because of that.
The biggest population of youth soccer players
in one country.
Yeah. But why? Are they developing players? What's happening?
No, I think it's just soccer is an easy sport to play. You don't need much. So they that's the sport that they use also to learn coordination and all of these things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, they're also good at many other sports, so it can kind of overshadow the soccer element. But there's for example, there's a very big Latin influence in the US, Hispanic influence as well.
That's South American,
and the South American sport of choice is it's not American football.
It's soccer.
It's soccer. So now.
So who are the kids you're playing against? Are they like white kids from just Florida? Or are you playing against South Americans?
From all over. There's other Africans. There's people from everywhere.
And they're like miles ahead of you. You're saying?
Even the Americans were miles ahead of me.
But okay. Now, do you chalk it up to like maybe I haven't been training at their level? I haven't been dieting like them. Am I just like maybe I just don't have the ability?
There's several things. The first thing is like the consistency of their development. You see how mine had to be, can my dad take me from Westlands to Kahawa West?
Yeah.
That's how I can train. I can only do that maybe three times in the week, 4 times in the week. When I have exams, I'm not playing anymore. In school, it's not competitive. Whereas it's the reverse for them. When they're 13, 14, it's extremely competitive. They're training 4 or 5 times per week. They have a good coach, good facilities. So of course, when we meet at 15, this guy has been through so much more development.
He's so far ahead of you.
Of course, maybe the character element, they're maybe not as disciplined because they're more entitled to what they have. They don't see it as a big opportunity, so they wouldn't take advantage of it, all of that stuff. but generally in terms of level of ability,
Yeah.
they were higher than where I was. I don't think it's necessarily the same for every player who comes from Kenya now. If you're lucky enough to be in an environment where you play consistently and you go there, it's possible that you could be good. You could be at a good level. But yeah, as you go through football, there's a filter, and it gets smaller and smaller. And
So you
players
get rid of
better.
people as you go. Like you get like only the good survive. You're separating the wheat from the chaff. Yani.
Exactly. Yeah. So the best players now.
So how long are you there? Is it a rough period for you? Are you having to play catch up? Are you missing home? Are you like there's a bad decision?
Nah. Man, when I went there and I saw everything that was there in my head, I'm like, this is heaven for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going back. Yeah, that's the mentality I had.
Yeah.
So if it was school, I was the hardest worker. If it was football, I was the hardest. Like, I'm going to make this thing work.
Yeah.
So I just slowly caught up, because now for me, I'm not taking things for granted the way they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm making sure I'm at practice even before them. You know, I'm practicing extra. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that.
So are the coaches taking a liking to you? Are they noticing like, okay, this guy is taking this serious? That doesn't.
No, it helped a lot, because then they see you. Maybe looking back, I can see how they saw me. This kid is humble. He never complains,
Yeah.
and he just works hard. So just those things alone make you very coachable. You know, so like if they're trying to tell you something, you just follow their instruction. If they tell you be here at this time, so they learn to trust you, basically.
How about socially? A lot of people when they travel either to the US or Europe, the big thing they say is like the culture shock. You struggle to make friends, just acclimatize to the culture.
Yeah, that was tough, to be honest. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I'm not. So I was a very quiet kid,
Yeah.
and I think I was quiet because I was so fearful of. Like, these guys looked like they were in a place. Like, imagine you go to a place where someone has everything that you ever wished you ever had. Of course, you're going to have like an inferiority complex.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that's how I felt. And so I thought if I can just get good at football, then that's how I'll learn how to communicate better. Because then.
Maybe you can
Football
earn your
speaks.
spot that way.
Exactly. Which
So
is
maybe
not
it's-
the best way to do it, because you might
You
never
think?
get good.
Oh.
Yeah. But then one thing that helped is there were these classes I was
Yeah.
taking.
Yeah.
They were like character building classes where you would do improv. They were basically designed to help you with communication. So that's what was happening at the academy. And so you would do a lot of improv stuff. And
Are you
then-
studying at this time?
Yeah, I'm studying.
Okay.
In fact, I had started university classes at 15.
How old are you now?
I was 15.
Bright guy. You were bright back then.
It wasn't even by choice. It was because I did the IGCC system here, the British system.
Yeah.
So when I went there, I classified as already completing high school.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, does this guy now go back and repeat high school, or can we just put him in college? My parents, being academics, they were like, let's just throw him in college. If he struggles, we'll take him out and he can go do the regular high school.
Oh, okay.
So I just started doing college class, and it was weird because I was like a little kid. I looked like a little kid. I wasn't this size at all. I was
You
like
weren't
a
tall.
small,
Yeah.
I was like a small kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now I'm in class with guys who are 19 years of age.
And you're
20 years
15.
of age. I'm 15.
Are you having to call home to talk to people just to feel like?
No, man, I feel like I detached myself from home completely. I mean, I was talking with my family, but I didn't have a way to express to them what's happening.
You
my
couldn't
life.
capture it properly, like what's really going on.
I think I was afraid to have any problem of any kind.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah,
You're like more of
yeah,
a-
but also I don't want to tell you my problems, because then you worry, and I
plus
don't
this-
want you to worry.
Because this is a good opportunity for me.
Yes, exactly. So if you just stay happy, and
Seems like
content-
so much pressure. Meanwhile, nilikuwa tu jogoro in high school, getting bullied, having to craft a joke so that I can diffuse the situation. Yeah, but how long are you there for?
I'm there for 3 years,
Yeah.
and then I get a soccer scholarship now to play in university
Where?
in Oklahoma.
So you 3 years in Florida, now you're going to Oklahoma to
Go
play.
to Oklahoma to play. Yeah. And
Are you playing in university level, or are you playing pro? What's happening now?
That's university level. So
Yeah.
There's different divisions. It's difficult to explain, but it's NCAA Division 1. They say is the best division, but I had to transfer after that first year because basically I had too many college credits. So I classified as a senior, and you can only get 4 years to play in college. So I had to move to a different league body called the NAIA. I know it's complicated.
Yeah.
It might be hard to explain.
Yeah.
But I had to move from that university that I was at
Yeah.
and go to another one. But I went to the national champions of that league, basically, in Mississippi.
Ah.
And that team was more competitive than the Division 1 team I came from. Yeah. So that was my experience until then, and then I moved again. Another long story that we don't need to get into. But I went to the University of Rio Grande in Ohio. And that
The University of
Rio Grande.
Rio Grande.
Yeah, in Ohio. And then I spent my last 2 years playing there. And that was a really good experience.
So that's within a span of how many? You've gone from Florida to Oklahoma, from Oklahoma to Mississippi, now you're in Ohio.
When I finished in Ohio, that's 7 years.
So you're playing in all these stops. You're playing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and they're having to move you around based on what? Your ability, your credits, what exactly?
Ability, a bit, because of course, when I moved from Oklahoma to Mississippi, Mississippi to Ohio, it was also because of the credits and all of that, education, but it was also because of you want to play at a competitive level.
Yeah.
So you go anywhere where it can be extremely competitive for you, but also where you're valued and you hope you can play.
Who's making the call? You're moving here, you're moving here.
It's like job hunting, basically. You prepare your highlight video, you prepare your CV, you send it out to a bunch of coaches, and then you see whoever responds. You engage them, you make a negotiation for scholarship and all of that. Yeah.
What position are you playing?
I was playing as a center back at the time.
Because you've just started to get tall,
Yeah, that happened now after my first year in the US. I was eating a lot because I needed to get bigger. I remember the guy who was playing in the position that I wanted to play in.
What position did you want to play in?
As a center back, but he was playing for the first team when I first went to the US. The guy who was playing in the first team, he was huge.
You have to. By then, if you know anything about football, center backs have to be like.
Yeah, and this guy was just physically. He was a man at 15, 16.
Yeah, because
he's huge, and so now I'm like, man, will I ever be able to like compete against this guy? So the only way I could catch up is to try and eat as much as possible. So I was eating and then working out, and then of course the training. Eventually, I never got to his size. Maybe that was like
you didn't take his spot.
2-3 years later.
Yeah.
But you see, because I had to compensate for the lack of physicality that I had to get better in other areas.
Yes, you have to be better
and then
technical.
Because I used to play as a striker, I had better technical ability.
How come everyone wants to play as a striker? I remember I have my playing years. I wanted to be a striker so bad.
Because when you're a kid, the best thing you can do is score. So that's why everyone is like, I just want to score. So they usually every kid starts off as a striker.
Everyone starts as a number 9.
And then now, depending on how bad you are, slowly...
you start to like accept reality. Like
you just become a goalkeeper.
Yeah. So is that another dig at your brother? Or...
No.
Okay.
Like that's how football works. You start off as a striker,
and you end up
go back defender. Then you're like, you know what? I can't play. Let me try and use my hands now.
Yeah.
Become a goalkeeper.
That's crazy. So you've done all these stops. You find yourself in Mississippi, still very competitive.
Yeah.
So eventually, what happens?
Long story short, my last year we win a national championship.
You won a national championship.
It's like the biggest. It's what every college team wants to achieve.
You won a national championship in Mississippi.
No, in Ohio.
Oh, in Ohio. Okay.
Last 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that was big for all of us.
Were you playing like frequent football at this point, or are you the center back, the guy? Were you in the first team?
I was for a period.
Yeah.
And then I was on the bench, and then I started playing as a striker.
From defense.
Yeah. My last year I played as a striker. Like my last set of games I played as a striker.
Did you get any goals?
I did, yeah. I scored like...
What was your biggest attribute as a striker? I feel like... Were you like a header type striker with the physical Nimiyama? Were you just finish them, tap in, find space?
I think I just knew how to read the game.
Yeah.
So I knew where the space was and where the ball was going to go.
Like a Mikel Merino type person?
A little bit, yeah. I'm not very fast. Okay, I was big.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of strong, but I'm not like dribbling the ball, you know, taking
Okay,
guys
okay.
on one.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
not that
okay.
kind
You're
of-
reading the game, the passes. This ball is gonna go
The
here.
ball has been crossed. I know where it's likely to be, so I put myself there.
All right. So you come back to Kenya now. Sindio, lol.
So what happens after that year in the international championship? I want to continue playing. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
I play semi-professionally. So in the US, there are tiers of football. So of course there's the MLS, which is the most popular. That's where Messi plays now.
Yeah.
And below that there is the USL Championship, and the USL League One, and then League 2. So at that time, there were not all of these tiers. There were only 3 tiers. So I was playing in the 3rd division.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of that summer, as I play in the 3rd division, I get an award as one of like the best in the best 11 team of that region of the
Yeah.
US. So I think, you know, now I want to go play professionally. I still want to continue this path. I end up getting an opportunity to go to Finland. So I come back home, start training at home. Just before I'm about to go to Finland, they say they can't take another international player. So at that point, the idea was to go back to the US. But I think that was now the moment where I really like paused
Yeah.
in my life, and then I was like, you know, do I want to go back to the US? At that time I was also coaching and playing at the same time.
Where are you coaching?
Just kids. In fact,
in
I was
the US?
coaching like young kids, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds.
In the US?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, there's a lot of money in coaching in the US.
For real?
Like a lot. You can get like $50 an hour
For
for
coaching.
one kid.
And what do you have to tell this kid? Just head the ball. Check his open your ball head. I'm sure there's more development than that.
Of course,
Yeah.
But it's really lucrative.
Yeah.
But I always felt, I knew even if I go back to the US and I managed to stay, because at that point there's also things like visa you have to think about, you need to find a job,
Yeah.
and all of that. I told myself, I feel like even if I coached in the US, I feel like I'm coaching kids that already have everything. And they will always be in the back of my mind, like you left and then you didn't do anything to help.
That's deep. That's the most. Okay. Yeah.